Good morning, everybody! Good morning, it's JPR, and today I am briefly breaking my obsession with Zelda Breath of the Wild to talk to you guys a little bit about the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. Today we got two brand new episode titles, and to be honest, they are both incredibly hype. These two episodes will be a 1-hour special happening 1 month from now on April 6th, and if you didn't know, that is going to be the week that marks the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon anime's beginning. Of course, the first episode aired on April 1st, 1997. So first up we have episode 20, simply called The Promise Between Ash and Pikachu. And here is the summary for it. Satoshi hears about a small island known under the name Treasure Island. He heads to the island to explore it, and the time he and Pikachu spend there alone strengthens his bond with it. And then, when evening falls, they see a shining Pokemon floating in the sky. But at first, when I read that summary, I was like, whoa, you know, it's kind of weird that Ash and Pikachu are getting, like, a development episode here, because these guys have had 20 years to get development. Like, there's not much further for them to go, but they're doing it anyway. And then I saw, oh wait, this episode is on the same week as the 20th anniversary. And then I also noticed that this is episode 20 of the Sun and Moon anime. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but the fact that it's episode 20 of the anime happening on the 20th anniversary of the anime, I'm just like, whoa, that's pretty amazing. I don't know if they planned that out or not, but if they did, it was absolutely genius. Or extremely lucky, one or the other. Now, the first part of the summary, like how they spend time on the island and they get to like bond with each other a little bit more, that kind of reminds me of like the Full Metal Alchemist episode where Ed and Al are like on the same island for like a month. There's probably a few people who know what I'm talking about there, but I hope we see something a little like that. Like maybe they get stuck there or something, or maybe they find like an actual treasure. I don't know. Why would it be called Treasure Island if there's not a treasure there of some point? Maybe the treasure is the time that they spend together, something corny like that. I don't know. And then, of course, the really interesting part is the last sentence there about how when evening falls, they see a shining Pokemon floating in the sky. Now, needless to say, since this is like the 20th anniversary episode, a lot of people, including myself, think it's going to be Ho-Oh once again. Not only that, but it would also tie in pretty well with the 20th movie, which we know Ho-Oh is going to be starring in. But, you know, even if Ho-Oh isn't going to be a big part of the episode, like, at least he'll be there, like, maybe. But then again, it might not even be Ho-Oh. Some people are thinking it could be Nebby, like, I don't know, like, maybe in Lunala form or something like that. I don't know. The opening kind of infers that Ash will meet Solgaleo or Lunala at some point, but then again, the opening always shows the legendary Pokemon whether he meets them or not, so I guess that's not solid proof. Regardless, I am very excited for this episode. I hope it's Ho-Oh, because that would be some great continuity right there. I mean, just a great throwback in general. But anyway, let's move on to episode 21, premiering on the same day. Simply titled, It is Time for Litten to Set Off. And the summary is very short. It simply says, the Litten that Satoshi has met before asks him for help. It appears the old Stoutland that lives with it has grown weaker. Now, of course, there are two big possibilities in this episode. One, either the Stoutland dies, or two, the Stoutland gets better and Litten just leaves. I don't know, given the comedic tone of the Sun and Moon series, I feel like it would be like way too much of a turn for Stoutland to just up and die like right there. I feel like maybe the reason Litten is coming to Ash is like, hey, can you help out Stoutland? And then like maybe Ash and Kukui will take Stoutland to like a Pokemon Center, and they're able to get Stoutland like the proper care that it needs. Because as of right now, it's just living off of berries. It hasn't really gotten any kind of human help. So maybe Ash and Kukui will give Stoutland the help that it needs, and then when Stoutland gets better, he'll be like, hey Litten, you don't have to look after me anymore, you can go with Ash if you want to. Regardless of what happens to Stoutland, at the end of the episode, it seems pretty clear that Ash will catch Litten. I mean, we already have a little bit of evidence. If you guys remember from like a year ago when they leaked the final evolutions of the starters and nobody believed it was real, in the concept art for the anime, it showed Ash with a Rowlet and an Incineroar. So that would definitely infer that Ash catches Litten at some point. But I really like how they're handling captures so far. Like, you know, Ash caught Rowlet, and then it took him a while to get the next Pokemon, which was Rockruff. But in that little time period there, Rowlet's got a lot of development. You got to see like a lot of his personality because he was Ash's only Pokemon besides Pikachu. And then Ash got Rockruff later on, and Rockruff's going to have a couple episodes. He's going to have a big role coming up in episode 19, I believe, where he is part of the Tapu Koko episode. So Rockruff is, needless to say, he's going to get some development as well before Litten comes along. and Litten has already gotten development because we've seen it several times as a wild Pokemon. So I just think it captures as a whole are being handled beautifully in the series so far. So yeah, we have 2 really exciting episodes right in front of us, actually 3 in a row if you count the Tapu Koko one. But yeah, we got the Tapu Koko rematch, we have the one with Pikachu and Ash supposedly seeing Ho-Oh again, maybe, and then Ash possibly finally catching Litten. So what do you guys think? Is the floating Pokemon going to be Ho-Oh? Is it going to be Nebby? Is Stoutland going to die? Is he going to live? There's some really good questions popping up here, and I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about it. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys next time.